The Denali 2013 Centennial Climb Expedition includes 4 mountaineers who are descendants of the original 1913 climbers. Dana Wright is related to Walter Harper, the 21-year-old Athabascan who was the first person to set foot on Denali's summit. Wright says retracing his forebearers' historic expedition 100 years later is about more than climbing.
Doing everything I can to be a good, solid team member, and I'm doing everything I can to be a good role model for Alaska Natives and for anybody, really. I want to go out there and I want to play my part. I'm not trying to be a rock star. I'm not trying to be, the famous person on the team. I want to get up there safely and get the whole team up and back down as best we can, and I want to come back and tell everybody about it.
The 27-year-old Wright, who resembles his great-grand-uncle Walter Harper, is a backcountry snowboarder who lives in Anchorage and the only full-time Alaskan on the team. Texan Ray Schuneman says the legend of his great-grandfather, 1913 expedition member and Denali National Park's first superintendent, Harry Karstens, has loomed large in his life.
He was the measuring stick that as kids you were taught, pretty much what would Harry do. And no matter what you did, Harry would have always done it better. And it gave you something that you could honestly work for, gave you something that you could always look up to no matter how hard you had already pushed. There was always somebody out there, someone that you could be very proud of who had really pushed harder.
Another Centennial Expedition member, Canadian Dan Hopkins, a descendant of the original climb's leader, Episcopal Archdeacon Hudson Stuck, says the modern team is using the experience to raise awareness of the important role less famous 1913 expedition members played in Denali's first ascent.
It's the story of Walter Harper, Johnny Fredson, and Esaias George. They're incredible achievements made by these young Native Alaskans, for the most part, especially to the broader public. These stories have virtually gone untold.
Wright says he has great respect for his ancestor Hudson Stuck, but Stuck was just a part of what made the expedition a success.
Coming from Stuck's family, I have to say that there was no chance that mountain ever would have been summited without Harry Karstens. He was really the leader when it came to the mountaineering sense and how to get up there. Walter Harper being on that trip and fueling them when they needed it and getting them to the summit. Breaking trail up to, at the end on the last day, incredible. Stuck was responsible for a lot of the logistics and organizing, planning. He was relentless in his work and getting everything together, and Harry had a lot to do with that. But I feel that the real untold story is that of Walter Harper.
The project has been endorsed by the National Congress of American Indians and the Alaska Board of Education. Expedition members are working with a nonprofit group to document the experience and share it online. The Galena City School District's Tim Klein says students in interior Athabascan communities, including in the Galena and Fort Yukon areas, will follow the climb.
Those two regions actually represent the Alaska Native climbers that were on that original team. So we're really reaching out to our children, but it's a story that can be told to children all across this state, really, and all across the world.
The Centennial climbers will retrace a portion of the original Denali expedition, accessing the mountain by dog team from Kantishna and ascending the Muldrow Glacier route up Denali's north side. The team plans to begin the climb on June 7th, the same day their forebearers summited back in 1913. For KUAC News in Fairbanks, I'm Dan Bross.